screen to the materials that we would like you to have with you today. So if you have not already, if you want to grab a journal or a notebook, have your pencil or pen, whichever you prefer, your favorite Girl Scout song, and then if you were able to grab your craft, your favorite Girl Scout craft, and this is something that you've created in Girl Scouts. So if you have that on you, have it handy, you can bring it with you. If not, if you just want to talk about what that favorite craft or activity was, that is also fine too. And I'll go to the chat box because I saw every girl got up to go get their material. All right. Chloe's joining us from Lexington. Awesome.
Okay. Welcome back, Miss Lindsay.
Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. So let's see. I think we lost one of our girls. It might have been a connection, but she'll probably join us again in a little bit. I also want to introduce Miss Kathleen. She is our Director of Program Services, so she is hanging out with us today. Awesome. Let's see. So it's 3:05. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we are going to be talking a little bit about the Girl Scout Way badge, and the portion that we're going to talk about is more on the lines of Girl Scout traditions. So again, this badge is for our cadet Girl Scout level. We're going to be working on step 1, which is lead a group in song, and then we're going to jump down to step 5, which is enjoy Girl Scout traditions. But steps 2, 3, and 4, you'll be able to do those on your own. Step 2 is celebrate Girl Scout Week. Step 3 is share sisterhood through the Girl Scout law. And then step 4 is leave a camp better than you found it. Okay. So before we get started on our activities, we are going to do our Girl Scout promise in law. Is there anyone that wants to lead us? All right, Miss Jill, okay. We're gonna unmute you. There you go. And you can start us off.
On my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help others at all times, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
Thank you so much. That was a great job, Jill. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Looks like we got Kelly back. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Awesome. All right.
We have Caroline coming in as well.
Caroline coming in. Okay. I'll give her a second to join audio. All right. Thank you for joining us, Caroline. We can't see your screen right now. If you wish to share, please do. But if not, you can totally, oh, there she is. I think I speak too soon. Awesome. Well, welcome, Caroline. We just finished doing our promise in law, so we'll go ahead and jump into our steps. The purpose of this badge is when I've earned the badge, I'll know how to use the Girl Scout ways and traditions to make the world a better place. All right, so who came with a song? Raise your hand. Did anybody come with their favorite Girl Scout song? Okay, Jill. Awesome. Kelly, Chloe, Caroline. Did any of you ladies come with your Girl Scout song? Okay. I saw a no. Not a problem. Okay. So we'll get to our songs in just a second. But I want to go through the step before we get into the fun. So singing brings us all together and helps us feel connected, strong, and proud. Girl Scouts sing in special places or to mark special times, or sometimes just for the fun of it. As a cadet, it is your turn to teach singing and lead others in a song, okay? So that is what we're going to be doing today. Before you share your song, are there any tips you can think of that will help a Girl Scout share or teach a song properly? And you can raise your hand or unmute yourself if you want to share your tip. I see some girls thinking. I'm going to start with Jill. I'll start with Jill to see if she has a tip. Okay, and you may have to unmute yourself.
I would just, I don't really have one.
You don't have one? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Chloe, do you have one? No, Caroline? I think her screen might be freezing. I think. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's no problem. We're going to go through some tips before you share your song. So some of those tips are knowing the song well. You want to make sure before you teach it that you yourself know what it is. Sing the song through so you make sure you know all the words. Point out any special forms to the music. So if there's things that might repeat or rhyme, you want to point those out. You also want to let your group sing the song phrase by phrase. So that is a great tool so that they can learn the whole song. I know this is not a song, but even learning the promise in law, sometimes with younger Girl Scouts, you may have to say it in phrases so they can learn it. Also present with interest. So you want to make sure that when you are teaching your song, that you're doing it in a fun way. So our younger girls, our daisies, brownies, and juniors, they can learn the best way possible when you're making it fun. So make sure that it's interesting. And also make sure groups know their parts. If you're working with a large group of Girl Scouts, you may want to separate them out so then they could learn in those groups, in the small groups, and they probably can catch on a little bit faster, okay? All right. So I think Jill says she has a song. So we're gonna unmute you and you have to unmute yourself if you want to share that with us and just teach us your song.
Well, my favorite Girl Scout song would be the Make New Friends song. I really, really like it, and I have actually taught it to my cousin, and we sing it. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So for my other Girl Scouts that are on, is that a song that you all are familiar with? Chloe says no, okay. Kelly says yes. And did we lose Caroline? I think we did. I think she was having some internet issues, not a problem. So since Chloe doesn't know the song, Kelly and Jill, do you think this is a song that we could teach her? Awesome. I'm also going to give you a hint. The words are on the slide, so we think alike, Jill. That's also one of my favorite Girl Scout songs. So if we can, let's see if this works. Let's unmute ourselves. And Jill and Kelly, we're going to teach Chloe how to sing Make New Friends, okay?
Okay.
All right. There we go. All right, so Jill, you can start us off, and then Kelly, you can jump in and help.
Okay. So
Are we gonna do it phrase by phrase? Are we just singing through?
Let's
just maybe sing it through the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, who's starting?
We can let Jill start.
Oh, okay.
Make new friends.
Friends, but keep the old one.
One is silver and the
Other's gold. The circles round, it has no end. That's how long I'm gonna be your friend. And We never learned the second part really, or
Oh.
I haven't learned the second part.
Not a problem, not a problem. So one thing I noticed is that thank you first off for volunteering.
Being brave.
Yeah,
Woohoo!
yes, thank you for volunteering. So let's do this. So let's look at some of the tips. And as Miss Kathleen asked, she asked if we were going to do it by phrase. So maybe let's sing the first phrase at the top, so then Chloe can kind of understand or listen to that rhythm and tempo, okay?
Okay.
So we'll have Jill, oh, I'm so sorry, ladies. Jill, if you want to do the first phrase, and then Kelly will have you do the second,
Okay.
okay?
Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold.
Perfect. And you want to sing that for Chloe so that she can hear it too?
Okay. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Jill. So now let's go to Kelly, and Kelly is going to do our second phrase.
Okay. The circle's round, it has no end. That's how long I'm gonna be your friend.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. So we'll sing it together real quick. But Chloe, I want to ask, did you notice anything with those two phrases, if there was anything similar?
It's about friends.
It is about friends. And what about the sound of it? Did it sound alike?
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, yeah, it kind of had that same tempo going on there. Okay. So we'll do it one more time and we'll sing together. And Chloe, if you are comfortable, you join in, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Jill, start us off and then we'll join in.
Okay. Make new
New
friends,
friends, but keep
Keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. The circle's round, it has no end.
and
That's how long
wanna be your friend.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. That was great. That was great. I know it's a little hard virtually because we're coming in at different times, but you all did a really good job. Great. Awesome. All right. So hold on to these tips because these are great to use when you're working with your younger Girl Scouts to continue to teach them those traditional girl. Oh, I'm muted. Sorry. So again, hold on to those tips because those are great ways to engage your younger Girl Scouts, to teach them those traditional songs. These are songs that have been around many years, and we continue to hear them all throughout the year, okay? All right, so let's move forward. Okay, did everyone bring their favorite Girl Scout craft? I want to show it. Okay, I see some heads shaking. That's no problem. If you did not bring your craft with you, when we get to your video, just tell us what has been your favorite craft making in a Girl Scout troop meeting, okay? So I saw Jill's hand first. So Jill, I'm gonna unmute you and tell me what is your favorite Girl Scout craft?
I actually have it on my wrist right here. We made a bracelet out of grocery bags and produce bags from the store.
Awesome. Oh, that's so cool. What a good idea. Awesome. Cool.
Can we see it a little bit more?
Absolutely. I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen here. And Jill, if you will, there you go. Can everyone see?
Yes.
That is cool. And that was out of trash grocery bags, you said?
Yes.
That is cool. Cool. Good job. Awesome. So let's see. I know Chloe and I think Kelly, they did not have theirs, but that is fine. Miss Caroline, I know we can't see your screen right now, but I didn't know if you wanted to share your Girl Scout craft. And you may have to unmute yourself. Okay. She might be having some internet trouble. Okay, not a problem, not a problem. And let's go, I'm gonna go to Chloe next. Chloe, if you want to share with us what was your favorite Girl Scout activity or craft that you did with your troop.
This is my first year.
Really? Wow, this is your first year. Well, welcome to Girl Scouts. So Miss Kathleen, I don't know if you heard her. This is Chloe's first year. You did hear? Okay. So awesome. Well, I have exciting news. You're going to do plenty of activities once you get with your troop. I'm not sure if your troop is meeting virtually right now, but don't worry, you will do plenty of activities, especially being an older Girl Scout, okay? So just be on the lookout for that. So let's go to Kelly. And Kelly, you may have to unmute yourself. What is, or what has been your favorite Girl Scout craft?
Me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, one time our troop went to a camp place and we
Mhm.
stayed there, I think maybe 2 or 1 night. And one day we made things called needle felts. And I think some other people did a needle felt where it was just on a piece of felt and they made their design on there. But since I had done needle felting before and I knew how to do a 3D one, I decided to do that. And I made a tiny little sloth about this big, and I have it, but it's in my bedroom upstairs, so I can't get it.
That's not a problem. Thank you for sharing that. That's so cool. Another great activity. Awesome. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to reshare my screen with you. All right. Oh, it didn't share yet. Hold on one second. All right, now everyone should see my screen now. Let's see. I think we have some girls waiting in the waiting room, so we want to get them in 1 second. Let's see. And everyone can see my screen, correct? Thumbs up. Perfect, 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 perfect. All right. So, again, thank you for sharing your favorite Girl Scout craft. These crafts on the screen may look a little familiar to you. Can anyone tell me what the picture is showing on the left? Does it look familiar? I see Jill's like, what is that? You want to take a guess? Okay, unmute, you can unmute yourself.
Is it paintings?
It's not paintings. Good guess, not paintings. Anybody else? Okay, so I will tell you what those are. Those are what we call sit-upons. Now, as you get older in Girl Scouts, of course, sit-upons you can actually put onto a bucket for our older Girl Scouts, so that's you all. But sit-upons is pretty much just material that you take and you can sew and you stuff that, of course, with material, cotton or anything like that. And you can use that when you go out camping or when you're going to an event, you might be sitting on a floor. You can use your sit-upon and sit on that so it's something soft to sit on. So yes, we have a question from Jill, I believe. Yes, and you can unmute yourself, Jill.
It's not really a question, but me and my group, we made those to donate to a animal shelter for reading for dogs.
Oh, awesome. That's another great way to do that. That's awesome. Good job. Awesome. So also, can anyone tell me what the other picture is on the right? All right, I saw Kelly, so you can unmute yourself.
So I think they're little trading things that troops give out to people on World Thinking Day.
You are exactly right, and those are called swaps. So we just talked about those. Tuesday, we had a swap session. So awesome, that is a good job. So does anyone know what swap stands for? No? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will not tell you. I want you to go look it up to see what it is. And we just had a session on it Tuesday. So what I want you ladies to do is you can visit our website. There's a great session that we did on Tuesday, and that will tell you what SWAPS stands for, okay? All right. Okay, does everyone have their journal or notebook and pencil or pen? Got it? I see Jill's. Awesome. Chloe, do you have one? Got yours? Awesome. All right. Kelly has hers. And I see a Miss Sarah online. Hopefully you have your notebook or journal and a pen or pencil. And also Miss Caroline, hopefully you have your materials as well. So what I want you ladies to do, I want you to take about 3 minutes, and I want you to write in your journal places that you wish to visit during your Girl Scout year. So while you're still a Girl Scout, what are those places that you want to visit? Okay. Also, after you write those down, write down adventures you'd like to have while in your Girl Scout years. Okay. Take about 3 minutes, write those down, and then we're going to get you to kind of talk about the list that you made. And while they're doing that, Kathleen, are there any places that you were able to visit as a Girl Scout or as an adult Girl Scout? You may have to unmute yourself.
Of course. As an adult in Girl Scouts, I got to go to Mexico and Guatemala, as well as England and Ireland. And I was slated to go to the Galapagos when all of this happened with the Girl Scout troop. But working for Girl Scouts and volunteering for them, I was a lifeguard, so I got to go on several cruise ships from San Francisco to San Diego because they needed a lifeguard, and I had a lot of fun. Learned to scuba dive. And so, yeah, been to a couple of countries. It's been pretty cool. How about you?
So I have not, I have not traveled with Girl Scouts, yes, and I want to very, very badly. I would love, and I know this is not out of the States, but I would love to go to nationals. And I would love to go to one of the world centers. That would be amazing. That's on my bucket list. So I would love to have those adventures.
We got to get you out there scouting for the destinations.
I know, I got to.
Yep.
I got to. All right, ladies, just about 30 more seconds.
So the next thing was the adventure. What's an adventure that you want to lead for us, Miss Lindsay?
Oh, this may not be a venture for everyone. It's only because I haven't done it. So I would love to go on a hiking trip. Never gone hiking before. I know it probably sounds like, really, you haven't? But I would really love to go on a hiking trip to get that true experience. Wherever there's a waterfall, that's where I would like to go.
Something for a couple of days or something for 1 or 2 or for a
I
week
was
or
I would say starting off 2 days,
yeah,
and then my goal would be to get to a week, but I definitely would start off with just 2 days.
that's great. That's great. We have the great trail that runs all the way down the coast and on both sides of the country.
Right, right.
Um, I'm kind of a flatliner. I don't have quite the strength to do a lot of uphills, but I'm working on it. I can get in about 3 or 4 miles a day. So as soon as
That's
I get
good.
to yeah, as soon as I get to 6, I think I'll be happier. That'll be my adventure I'll do with you.
I would love that. I would love
Cool.
that. That's one of my goals.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, they're still working. You gave them a hard assignment.
I did. I did. I see a couple of girls looking at the screen. Oh, I think Kelly, are you ready? Or do you have a question?
I actually had a question. The second thing says adventures you like to have. Does it have to be with your Girl Scout troop or just you?
It doesn't have to be your Girl Scout troop. It can just be you.
Okay.
Good question. Awesome. Yeah, I think they are still working. That's a hard question, something to think about, especially right now since we're not doing a lot of traveling. But when we are able to travel, this will be a good list to go back and look at so you can plan. You already have a good list going.
The Appalachian Trail was the trail I couldn't think of off the top of my head, but it starts right up the road here from Greenville. So
Yep,
we got to get you on there. But yeah,
we
the
really
ups and
do.
downs. It's amazing to think people have been hiking that trail for centuries, literally
Right,
centuries.
right. It's funny that I've never been on that trail and my hometown is Greenville. So yeah, I know. But I need to do it. I really want to do it to say I finally hiked and walked the trail. I think we have a question from Jill. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
I just wanted to say that I'm finished with my list.
You're finished? Okay, awesome. Well, since you're done, it looks like Chloe might be done too. So let's start with Jill. And if you'll give us the places that you wish to visit and then your adventures that you like to have. And while she's talking, I want everyone to listen in to see if it's a place that you've been to before, okay? All right, go ahead, Jill. Oh, you may have to unmute yourself. There you go.
The first one is somewhere that I would like to go again because we've already been here twice, but it is really fun there, and I have really good memories there. And it is Camp Greenville, up in the mountains. It is really fun, and I love it. And then 2 other ones. I feel like these we're planning to go in my troop. But I would really like to go to Savannah, to the birthplace of, yeah, and then, and then we were going to go tree zip lining once, but then we called it off and went to another camp. And then adventures that I want to go on. I actually did write down hiking at Appalachian Mountains. And swimming at waterfalls. We have gone to waterfalls and kind of like gotten in them, but we haven't really swam in them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's a really good list.
my list.
Awesome.
We should join her with her list.
Right. We should join. Exactly. She wrote down some awesome places. That's great. Thank you for sharing that with us, Jill. Awesome. And I know she mentioned that she wanted to visit the birthplace of Juliet Gordon Lowe. She probably forgot the day there for a second, but it is okay. So I saw Kelly's hand next. You want to go?
Does the first one, does it have to be something with the Girl Scout troop?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay. So some of the places that I want to visit is either going to Japan or going to a place called the Pink Sand Beach in the Bahamas. And I've been to the Bahamas twice before for summer vacation, but I've never been to the Pink Sand Beach. And the last place is kind of, it's not really a travel place that a lot of people would go to, but I kind of want to see like the behind the scenes of an aviary.
Oh, okay.
An aviary is a place where they have a cage, a really big cage where people can walk through, and there's a bunch of birds, and I want to see kind of how it works.
Sure. That's cool. That's a really good list. Awesome. You ladies have some really good lists going on here. So me and Kathleen and myself will be joining you all. Awesome. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing that. All right. Chloe, do you want to share? Okay. Go ahead and unmute yourself for us. There you go.
I would like to go to Paris, London, Hawaii, Japan. And I would like to go shopping.
So you want to take a shopping adventure? No, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, thank you for sharing your list. We like shopping too.
Thanks.
All right, so let's see. We have Sarah. Sarah, do you want to share your list? And you may have to unmute. Yeah, there you go.
I would like to visit Japan and South Korea and the west of the USA. I would like to meet celebrities, mostly voice actresses or actors, take pictures, and try foods.
I like another great list.
And also, I like to try some rice balls one day.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Now I heard Sarah mention she wanted to meet voice actors. Any particular reason why voice actors?
Because I think they're cool.
You think they're cool? Okay. I wanted to see if that might be something you're interested in studying. So that's why I asked.
I'm doing voice acting now at home. On iMovie.
That's so cool. So cool. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing. That's another great list.
No problem.
All right. And we have Caroline. Caroline, do you want to unmute yourself? Okay. Okay, she's not unmute. Okay. I know she was having a little trouble there. So awesome. Not a problem, not a problem. So ladies, did you all hear any places or adventures that you've done before or been to before, just by show of hands? I think I heard a place. I saw Kelly's hand go up a little bit. Okay. Jill, what about you? No? Okay, not a problem. Awesome. So those were really, really great lists. And of course, you don't have to be with your Girl Scout troop. There might be some times where you're with other Girl Scouts who may not be a part of your troop. So you ladies are at a great level in Girl Scouts because you're able to go to destinations starting at age 11 with GSUSA. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to add some more adventures or places to your list, we encourage you to check out that webpage because there's a lot of different destinations that GSUSA has put together. Of course, this year they did have to cancel those trips or postpone, but we are keeping our fingers crossed that girls will be able to travel next year. So go ahead and check out those web pages for 2021 to see if there's anything that might have been on your list that they actually have planned for you. Most destinations, I believe, and Miss Kathleen, correct me if I'm wrong, are going to be over 5 days. It's probably more like 7 days, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they're
Okay.
usually 7 to 14, depending on where they're going.
That's right.
But I would like to say one point. There wasn't not one single travel or adventure that we listed today. There's not one of them that you can't do in Girl Scouts. And that
Exactly.
means using your cookie money, getting it done.
That's another great point. Thank you for that.
You were
We
probably getting there,
literally-
sorry. I get
No,
excited.
you're fine. No, you are. Hey, jump in. You are fine. Girls are going everywhere. I personally know a Girl Scout who had the opportunity to go to Japan, and she actually brought in the new year because that destination fell at the end of December. So she was able to be there. I think she was there closer to the 14 days, I believe, and she thoroughly enjoyed herself. So make sure that when you are just thinking about adding to your Girl Scout list of traditions, to check out destinations, because you all can travel the world, okay? All right. So for next steps, remember today we just did steps 1 and 5, but I encourage you ladies to, in order to earn the badge and complete it, you want to do steps 2, 3, and 4. So I know this may take a little longer because Girl Scout Week is, Miss Kathleen, do you know? Because it has left my brain.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Girl Scout Week. When is Girl Scout?
Girl Scout Week is usually in March.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's usually in March. So of course we've already passed March this year. So next year, make sure if you don't normally participate in Girl Scout Week, please do. That's probably going to be the last step that you have to complete for this badge. And are there any questions? Any questions before we log off? All right, I don't think I see any hands go up. Well, ladies, we appreciate you logging in today just to talk a little bit about Girl Scout traditions and different things that you get a chance to do while you're in Girl Scouts. So I hope you had fun discussing those. Don't forget to join us next Thursday, again at 3 p.m. for our cadet session on forensic chemistry. So we're gonna have some fun with that. Also, every Tuesday at 5 o'clock, we do have our girls only lounge. And so next week, we are going to be making origami. So we would love to have you on. Make sure you check our website for next week's supplies so you can have those with you and you can have fun along with our Girl Scout staff. If there are no questions, we will let you all go and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thank you for joining, and we will see you all soon. Bye, ladies.
Bye.
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 Bye.